And, hello, guys. How are you doing? I hope that everything is good with you and with your families. I wish you a great Sunday. And I hope that today you're gonna find your time to visit my live stream. Because obviously, again, I'm checking the new schedule, and I do it not because it's actually my choice. I do it because my week was very different from what I have usually. And today I decided to change my live streaming schedule. Normally we have with you the same time cooking with Artyom, but today I decided to go on live on my own to do my makeup, and then later in the evening I will go live with my tarot deck. You know, guys, actually this morning at 6 o'clock in the morning I tried, I put I switched on my alarm clock and like I switched on, no, how to say it, my alarm I switched on my alarm on 6 o'clock because I wanted to wake up very early, and I wanted to go live stream because I know that this is like the most convenient time for the United States viewers, and I know that more than 50% of my viewers are from the United States. But I woke up and I was like, no, I'm very tired. I'm so tired that I can't go live now. And although I went to bed quite early yesterday, and I was asleep for more than 7 hours, but for me it was not enough because I was too sleepy, very sleepy, extremely sleepy. Dix too. Hello, my friend. Hello, hope all is well. Yeah, everything is good. Martin is like a lot better, but I told you that for me, he went through this operation he felt very good, and he didn't have pain. So for me, it seems to me that everything is okay with him since the beginning, and I hope that we won't have any side effects and so on. You know, surgery is such kind of thing, or sometimes you don't know what will be in future. You can feel okay, but later you feel that something went wrong. Hello, learn, practice, improve. How are you doing, my friend? I'm so happy to see you today online here. I decided to do my makeup video today. I hope that yesterday I had no, I have not a lot of people here, and I was so sleepy and tired, but still, when I started to talk with you, for me it was like my own kind of therapy. How are you doing? You know, I'm okay. Generally, I'm okay. My son is okay. I see that now, for example, my children, they do exercises in our living room, and they turned on a video with exercises, and they repeat, and I'm happy. As a mom, Artyom went to buy something tasty, something delicious for them and for me, and he will be back soon. So today I decided not to make this cooking video, but I decided to go live just with my makeup because Artyom was working. Actually, the whole day he was working. If you check my today's shorts, I made 2 shorts. This night we had like a rather strong earthquake in Almeria. It's not far from the place where I live. And after that, this morning, Artyom went to his job. He saw a very strange natural event when there was fog coming from sea with a big, on a high speed, on a high velocity, and it looked so dangerous. You could check it in my short, and he made a video, and I published it. I just wonder what is this, and I hope that we won't have any natural disaster. But normally I know that Malaga is situated in a seismic danger zone. It means that we can have here like an earthquake because of earth structure here, like earth platforms, and there is a crack crack and like this. So actually, the most dangerous place is seismic place is in Almeria, and here in Andalusia it's also quite dangerous, but not so as there. And so there we had an earthquake. Oh my God, I don't like earthquakes. I already told it about you that in Montenegro we had them, and for me it was like not a good idea, and I felt like not protected all the time. I felt like I can trust this ground, this soil. It's very difficult when you walk with your feet and you don't know what to expect. But actually nowadays we can't think that we have many changes on Earth, and maybe you can feel this anxiety because of many things. I can't watch your live in the morning. I work between 9 and 5, 11 and 5. It's very interesting. Okay, if you're okay, tell me where do you work, that you work on Sundays. Artyom also worked on Saturdays. Today is Saturday. And I imagine when I change time, I realize that not so many people can, for example, can find like 2 hours to come here and to watch. But I will be happy if you come today anyway. And also, if you can live learn, practice, improve, you can come, for example, this evening. Not evening. Ah, yes, until 5. I don't know. It depends exactly where you live. Because I live in Malaga, and so now it's 5 o'clock here. So now it's 5 p.m. And also I want to go live at 11 with my tarot deck. Anemoy spotting Saturday. Ah, no, it's Sunday. Yes, today is Sunday. Oh my God, what do I have in my head? Yeah, it's Sunday today. Anemoy spotting. It's nice to meet you. Write me, where are you from? I haven't seen you here before. Reginaldo Diaz. Wow, such an interesting name. Where are you from? Probably you are from Spain, no? Or from Latin America. You said hi, hello, how are you doing? No, of course it's Sunday, guys. Of course it's Sunday. Just for me, it's like Saturday because I didn't have Saturday. I missed Saturday. So this is my foundation, and I want to clean my hand a little bit. Maybe you noticed that I moved for my daily live stream to a different place. This is my bedroom. It's nice to meet you here, and now I'm just going to continue. Just because my kids they are in living room, and I don't want them. They play there. They have their own room, one for two now, and they have living room, and usually they take a lot of place for their games, and I don't want to to put them in uncomfortable conditions. That's how we spoil our children. We don't want them to suffer, and we give them a living room. It's like their room. Yeah, I don't live in a house. I live here in Spain in an apartment. So you know that. Not so. Although our apartment is quite big, it's quite big, but still I think that there is not enough of place. I think that to be happy we need to have at least two more rooms, one for my office, for my YouTube office, and also one for one of my kids, because now they share one room. Learn, practice, improve. I work every day. I have no weekends or holiday. My job is cleaning materials trader. Cleaning materials trader. Wow. It's 409 where I live. 409. So are you from, where are you from? Russia, maybe? No? The last time I asked you, you didn't answer, but so I still have questions. I'm curious to know where are you from? So you might be somewhere, maybe you live somewhere in Europe, yes? Or you are from the UK. or you told me already, and maybe I just don't remember. So guys, I feel that it's stuffy here. I'm going to put this ventilation system, if it works. If it doesn't, yes, it works. I hope that it won't spoil area sound. If you will feel or hear any like noise, please tell me, because probably it can be because of my fan. My fan is here. I told you that, no, I don't think I can show you. You see, I don't think, what I don't think. We don't use, we also have air conditioner system, it's here, but we don't use it. We normally use ventilators. So guys, I don't know if you are coming or not, and now I'm continuing to do my makeup. Now I'm going to use a little bit of corrector, just a little bit. I do makeup for nothing. Maybe we will go somewhere with Artyom and with kids when he's back home, but I'm not even sure in it. Stuart, is there special sunlight today? You look extra beautiful today. Well, thank you. No, I don't have any sunlight. For me, like today, probably I changed a room. I changed place where I do my live streams. Normally I sit in my living room, but now I am in my bedroom. And in my bedroom I have less space, and I have like a window, maybe because of this. But for me, in my here, in like what I see on my screen, for example, I look too pale and I look too strange. But it happens very often. When I told you, it's like a kind of my own disease. When I look at myself and I don't like myself, and I think, oh my God, I look so strange, I don't like myself. And when I watch back my video and I realize that I look perfect, like just perfect, I love myself. So it happens quite often. Maybe when I live stream, it has one image, but then when the video is uploaded, or maybe you see this image differently than I do, I don't know. Maybe YouTube corrects it somehow, because I don't have here professional lighting. Everything is just very natural. It's a natural daylight. I have nothing. I can even show it to you what I have here. You see? So this is our terrace. I showed it already several times. I have a very big but very comfortable tripod, and that's why I can't show it like to you. You see this thing. So it's not very it's not very good to show it to you like this. It's not double side. It goes only in one side. So let's do a little bit of makeup as usual we do. Your place looks like in heaven. Yes, guys, I have just a magnificent view. From where I sit, I sit on my bed, and I love it so much. And you don't see that like you saw upper in mountains, because I sit, yes, and my cell phone is looking at me from above, a little bit from above. No, it's maybe straight, but still, if you look down, there is a beautiful golf field. Imagine golf field and sea, and everything is visible. And check my today's video shorts. I posted what my husband, for example, what he shot today. I told you already, he shot a strange natural phenomenon when we have not a hurricane, because hurricane goes this way, and that was like a fog fume from sea, and it went very fast, on a very fast speed from sea, and it went face to them, to my son and to my husband, and they stay upper in mountains. And look what a magnificent view they have. Just everything is so green. For me, it's like, why not? Is it a paradise. If it's not a paradise, what was paradise? How? What can be like better than this? It's so beautiful. Like you see red flowers and palm trees, and the sea, and very beautiful roofs, and everything, and even these fog. It looks quite dangerous, but in the same time it looks very attractive. You admire it, in spite of, like I tell you that when such a disaster goes closer to you, like it looks not very, you like, maybe you are not happy with it, but still it looks gorgeous. Oh, 1 second, guys. I want to take what I want to take. I didn't take one of my brushes. Actually, I didn't take everything today. So, guys, I continue. My girlfriend is the same, but I think she looks better without makeup. Your place look like a heaven. The Lord has a paradise for you. Yeah, not Lord, no, not Lord. It was me who have chosen it. It was just me. I lived in an absolutely different place and in absolutely different weather conditions. But me, with my own hands and with my own knowledge, brain, I managed to move firstly from Russia to Montenegro, and it was already a very beautiful place. And then, but it was not, it was like very poor, without infrastructure, without good law system. I didn't feel myself kind of protected, like I live, like I'm a citizen of a human society. There you feel a bit like you live in a wild conditions, like people don't pay taxes and everything. I also told you about it, but with my own hands I took my, no, I didn't took my husband, but I took a credit that time in a Russian bank, and like we took your car, we send some we bought boxes. In Montenegro you couldn't buy boxes, just normal paper boxes. We put we found that we came to a grocery store and we asked them to give them to us, and there was a queue. They told us, now we don't have, but you can be in line, and we will give it to you later. Come, for example, the next day. And the next day we came, and they gave us those boxes, and we put there our stuff, and we send it by post. Actually, it's the story how we moved from Montenegro to Spain. We sent it by post, imagine, and maybe in a month they arrived at our address. And we sent it by post. I think that using only our names, and as we were registered, they found us. So there was quite like a story, and it's it's a great. So I did it with my hands, like it's not about God. God made me. God prepared for me like a quite poor, very poor and not attractive place in the middle of Russia, in a region with also, of course, nature. When we talk about nature, I think that nature is everywhere beautiful. No, but here is no. Here you can compare here and in Europe. And in a very small and gray and Soviet Union city, and not very rich. So everything I did, I think that it's my destiny, and it's how I organized my life, and how I wanted, how I saw it, how I wanted it to be, you know. And I read your messages. Hermhat, hello. Where are you from? You can actually find all information about me. You can buy a link in the pinned message to this video. You see, support Drakaina, then my tattoo, then about me. Just press this about me link, and it leads to my Telegram channel, and straight to the article with to an article like. Frequently asked questions about me. You can go and you can check. I answered everything there, all questions that I usually have. I want to take my is it here. Yeah, I hope so. No, it's not this. Actually, I want to take my Dior blushes. Yes, they are here. The book was matter. Hello, my dear. Were you in Budva? Yes, of course. I lived in Tivat. I lived in Porto Montenegro, near Porto. No, not in Porto, because to live in Porto is very, very expensive. But I lived just near Porto Montenegro, and of course I visited Budva many, many times. And yeah, I loved more like to live in Tivat because my husband he worked there, and we loved Tivat very, very much. And until now, I can say, yeah, Montenegro is a great place. Like it's a great place, but not when you live there with kids. You know, when you live there with kids, it's not a very good place because. Again, you don't have very good public schools. It's my husband with with and did you buy those shorts?
Yes.
Can you please? Yeah, because I'm afraid to take this in the second part of the day, or maybe I will need it. I want to read. So, hi, Ksenia. Hope you are having a wonderful Sunday. Guest who is making Olivia today. Olivia. My recipe is slightly different, but today I decided to try your recipe. I'm just boiling vegetables now. Thank you. Wow, that's very interesting. The book was matter. So I will be happy if you try it. And by the way, if you can share your own recipe, I will also be happy. Why not? Maybe we will try it. Dear, maybe you can help me because I forgot some things. Maybe you can help me too. This is the same brush, but the small one. I know that for men, Artem looked at me like, what? For him, it's like to find a needle. I think that, you know, like, what? How? You have hundreds of brushes. No, I have the same, but for my eyes. I love it. So, the book was matter. Marina, write me. Will you? How will it be? Stuart, I went to Montenegro on holidays, so you know what is this. It was very disorganized. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Thank you. Yeah, that's right. What you did. Yeah, this one. Look, like these are two sisters. Men. How to?
I think I remember the
These
colors.
are two sisters. Yes. So if your wife asks you, no, Artyom, like he brought me just everything and just choose yourself. So it was very disorganized and quality of service was poor and also the infrastructure. Budva was nice though. Montenegro is overhyped on YouTube. We will not go back. Stuart, when have you been there? We went in August, Podgorica was dead, yet nothing happening, of course. We went near Tivat, but couldn't walk in because the heat was too much and we wait hours for the bus. In the bus, it's just, you know, Stuart, and even then they don't know when it will arrive. Yes. If you want to go to Montenegro, if you want to have your holidays in Montenegro, if you want to live in Montenegro, you need to understand how to do it, guys. Otherwise, just it's not like a simple touristic destinations. No public transport, no roads, no even lights on road at night, for example. So you definitely you need to know where to go and when to go. What year was it, Stuart? And even then they don't. And yes, we went in Montenegro for August last year, really, and they have a poor service because when we moved from Montenegro, it was 4 years ago, more than 4 years ago already, and that time they had a W hotel. Is it? What is the name of this hotel? One? They had Porto Montenegro. Porto Montenegro was bought by United Arab Emirates sheikhs, if maybe you can check it. Maybe now the history is different. Maybe they sold it already, but and they did just a magnificent, one of the richest port like in the world. It looks even more beautiful than in Monaco, and like for me it was, you know, very very beautiful. They have Lushtica Bay, they have Porto Novi, they have, but you need to know where to go, you know. So if you want just to be usual tourists and to live with locals and to rent just a normal room in a, a normal place, you will be you will be shocked. It will be like I told you, like a wild adventure, and you don't need it because probably people will try to steal something from you, so you can be in danger. For example, how it's, you know, you need to know a lot of many specific things, and that's why we moved from Montenegro, because in Montenegro to live a good life you have to be extremely rich, very rich. Like I always give an example, you should pay. They have like public schools. Public schools are awful, just awful, and they have normal schools. And like to go in normal school, it means that it's awful. I swear, just guys. And if you want to go to a private school, you need to pay at least more than 1,000 euro for one kid, or maybe sometimes even like 2,000, 3,000 euro in international Knightsbridge school you can pay, or for two you can pay like 5,000 euro, imagine, per 1 month. And people, you don't have their possibility to earn this sum of money, so only rich expats can afford it for themselves. And so that's why there is no like middle class. There is no middle class. There are very rich people who came from abroad, or local people, but they have absolutely different life. They don't pay taxes. They live like in their families, in groups of people. They have their old houses. They rent, like they work in tourism. They how to give, when you not rent, but when you, I forgot, when you offer your place for tourists, so for tourists. And they live absolutely different life. So you know, there is like those people, and but they have different attitude to each other. For example, if they want to rent a flat, they will pay 300 euro per month. But if you want to, if you're an expat and you want to rent an apartment, you will pay for the same apartment. You will pay 1,700 euro, for example. So there is different attitude between them. Like this group, like people, locals, they live in groups. There are not a lot of them, and people who came. So if you came, there is no middle class. And if you are just a middle class foreigner who came and who want to stay and to live there, it's very, and to earn money there, it's a very 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 difficult, guys, I swear. And the same with tourism. If you want to, you can have a fantastic, perfect like a touristic trip, but you need to know that you will pay like good money for good hotels. And I know, for example, restaurants that are just perfect. They are wonderful. They are a lot better than we have local restaurants here in Andalusia, for example. So the book was matter. I add a boiled carrot, and instead of pickled cucumbers, I add a fresh one. Yes, it's a summer recipe. I heard that it's considered that you like add pickled cucumbers in winter and fresh cucumbers in summer. But I wanted this, you know, this Russian canned vegetable taste, because I miss it. I miss it so much. I add the fresh one. I'm sure your recipe is yummy. Yes, 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 yes. Great. I'm interested. Uh, Private high school here around 20,000 per year. Yes, but I talk not about. Actually, I talk about kindergarten and about primary school. So for both kids, we had to pay like 5,000. No, it depends, but the cheapest was around 1,000 per one person. So imagine, but still in the United States, if you go to a private high school, you will have diploma and you will have this type of education. And there in Montenegro, imagine this Montenegro style of education. Yes, you have their teachers, but they are not like internationally famous, great professors. These are very often, and every time actually they try to deceive you as well. I know one family, they paid a lot of money for their son to go to a private school, and they were promised that this diploma will be reconnected worldwide, and with this diploma he can go to like any university. But after he graduated, he couldn't go anywhere, and it was like a story for us. We were like shocked. Imagine you pay just how much was it? Yeah, 30,000 euro per year, and then you pay for several years, and then you realize that it was all just a joke. you know Now you have to confirm, and you have to go again, for example, to have one extra year, and for preparations for your university, because your diploma is not recognized, and you just can't go with exams, or I don't know. I know that in different countries you have different laws, and it's a little bit like, it sounds a little, but this is Montenegro, so you should know this about Montenegro. So this is just their style, their style of life, and they don't care actually. They do their business, and they don't care too much. So guys, yes, it's very difficult to travel there, and you should know about it. Some parents who want their kids who are good at sports to go to private school here. Some parents who want their kids who are good at sports to go. You mean
But I
what?
just cannot text any messages in this chat. I don't know why.
Let's check. What do I have? Maybe some restrictions. Maybe DX2, can you check? Maybe you blocked like it was from the beginning.
Yeah, I just cannot. Want to make some, as moderator, just some.
And I don't see you.
But yeah, I know you can see me because I cannot text anything.
Can you give me Martin's telephone? Let's try to write something from Martin's telephone. He took it.
We have the same account.
But let's try. Give it to me. Wow, we have some problems with my chat. My husband, top messenger chat filter will show every message, including potential spam. Most messengers, for example, if I community moderation, live chat on, live chat summary, participant mode, message delay, no. Block words, no. Nobody today. Trust me, you look pretty without makeup. Eric, I do makeup not to look pretty and not for you to like me. Just believe me. I don't need you to like me. So don't worry. It's not for you, my makeup. I'm tired from this. They like wish you the best, and they tell you things that for me I don't understand them. Yeah, really. I do with my face what I want and what I like. I don't block anyone. I usually time them out but nobody today. Hello. Okay, just Antonio. Maybe the Nightbot did something with him. Maybe you have problems with connection. No. Can it be? Because it's very important. No, let's check, dear. But I am interested. Why is that? So, do we have hello female? Hello, who are you? I don't know. Tell me who are you, and why you say that I'm female? Maybe I'm not female, maybe I'm cross dresser. Do you have cross dressers? Yes. If I'm male but I put on if I'm male but I like to put on female clothes, for example. Oh, ginger, it's so strong. Phew. What do you think about Charlie? What shall I think about him, Ahmed? Ahmed Kakar, how are you doing? So what do I think? Why? I think it's an awful situation. Guys, it doesn't matter what I personally think about him. He is a human and he was assassinated. And of course, I'm sure that he was. By the way, do you know why actually? Do you have now some theories why this happened? For me, Charlie was a possible future president. And if you ask me just like this, I could answer you that probably this world already knows who needs to take this post, and they decided to get rid of him like in the beginning because he was a kind of threat to a future possible president. Because Charlie, of course, he had everything, but it's obvious. He knew he was conservative, but I am, for example, not conservative. But everything I watched with him, I can agree. I share this opinion. No, I think that I'm not like conservative or liberal. I'm somewhere in the middle, and I choose for myself. I do not go in any destinations to the left or to the right. I don't go. I go straight and I choose my own vision. And I think it's the only normal way to live this life. But everything what I heard from him, because he was so charismatic and his speech all the way was so clever, and he could like while debating he could prove everything with facts. Of course, he was a gifted and highly educated person with a very beautiful soul and with a very beautiful face. And I told you that for me, why it was so why I was so shocked in an unpleasant way, because he reminded me of Navalny. It was a Russian leader of a Russian opposition, and he was also killed by Putin, assassinated in prison. And why, for example, like personally, he reminds me because Navalny, reminded me of him because Navalny, he like many years ago when he started his political career, he worked a lot with students, and I also started my like political thinking way mindset, political mindset. I started so long ago that time, and I was like impressed. He was the first one who told me who told me about politics that time, and I was like he was like our friend, and we made our first students, like among students, we organized our first political protests. We agitated to vote for different candidates, not for Putin and his team, for example. At that time, we were the first one who wanted to create opposition, and so Navalny was the one who inspired me a lot, and I think that Charlie was also such kind of person, and of course he had all chances to become to be a future president, and I think that it was obvious he was an obvious candidate for like America, for the United States of America. And I think that probably he was killed before that, just before that time when he can start to be dangerous for someone. But for who, I don't know. You tell me, because you are Americans. I'm sure that you know more about your life than me. Again, by the way, I have such guys. I have problems with my views. Not so many people here. Maybe because I'm not interesting. I was interesting, but now I'm not. So because I was sitting like in a bra, and now I changed my outfit because it's not so hot in Andalusia, and now YouTube doesn't show me, or not so many people are attracted by me. But I don't care. I don't care because I know if that it means that I have better quality subscribers and I have my people here. But no, I care, of course. I hope still that once algorithms will show me to somebody else. Navalny was poisoned. He was, yes, of course, no, he was poisoned, and then he was killed also in prison. Of course, it was not just it was assassination. Like, I have no doubt, but no, it's obvious, guys. This is obvious, unfortunately. Hello, female. This was funny. What do you think about Charlie? Actually, thank you for this question, Ahmed. You are a man. What the fuck? Megatron. I am just kidding, Megatron. No, I'm just kidding. No sound. Okay. No sound. Oh my god. Why? You don't. I don't have sound? He was about to reveal Israel. Watch the clips. I'm not going to, Ahmed, dear Ahmed, I'm not going to do it anymore, at least this week, because I'm tired. Last week was too difficult for me, and because I realized that I don't need to watch it. I know that he was a pro-Israel activist also, yes, and so what do you think? Look, no. Was he pro-Israel, or can you explain me this thing? He was about to reveal Israel. Watch the clips. No, he was against Israel. Tell me, what was his Israel-Palestine position? Um, so yeah, Jews killed Charlie. You think so? Are you sure? And if, for example, it was someone to to start this campaign against Jews, that's why I don't like when you come here and when you say black was killed by white, white was killed by black, Jews killed Charlie, Jews. Uh, you understand what's this? We are all people, guys. We are all people, and you live in multicultural, multinational country. Guys, it's very dangerous when you talk in such way. And hey, babushka, hello, I'm not babushka, but I could be. My mother was babushka when she was 2 years younger than me, so I could be babushka in Soviet Union reality, but now I live in Europe, and here, like at 40 years, you don't become babushkas. Where are you from? Who wrote me this? Your name is no. Your name is Abdul Hadhi. Where are you from? Probably you live in such, in poor countries, people they become first of all they have more kids because not all of them survive, and because they need more hands, and they don't think about higher education, for example. And in countries, what I say now, this is statistic, and in more developed countries, people don't have a lot of kids because they have a lot of thoughts. They are highly educated. They want to give more to their kids. Plus, to eat their kids, they don't usually die. Like altogether, when they are babies, they usually survive. So they don't have to have a lot of kids. And also in poor countries, usually people they become babushka. They become grandmother and grandfather grandfathers very young when they are at younger age than in developed countries, because here people they have what to do. They have what to do. They prefer to choose education to build their life, and only then to give birth to next generation. And in poor countries, they just have nothing to eat. They have nothing to do. They produce children very quickly, and there people become babushkas, grandmothers, and grandfathers very quickly. Yes, and I'm sorry, I repeat a little bit, I think, but it doesn't matter. I hope that you understand. Yeah, I can't. I actually admire Charlie, how he could hold this speech. I want to learn to do it in the same way, but not now. I started only 1 month ago, so hopefully I will have the same level of. He will be now my role model. And so here I live in a developed country, and here you don't become babushka at 40. It's ridiculous. Only if no, maybe sometimes it can happen, but it's a kind of exception. And if it happens, it's okay. It can happen, and nobody will look at you. But still, we had our baby at 32, the first baby at 32, and we were considered to be young parents here, because nobody start to give birth of two babies at the age of 32. It's normal, but now it's rather young. Like, you are rather young, you're a young mother. So I'm not a babushka, what's your name, Abdul. I'm a young mother of two little kids. But of course I hope that one day I will become a babushka. Why not? A grandmother. Lies, Putin, never anyone. Okay, so you will be blocked. You are blocked from this chat because you are not a person. You are just a Kremlin bot. One more Kremlin bot. This I don't understand. Dylan Ellis, he only has 2%. What does it mean? Sound is fine. Okay, so Dylan, write something else. I need to understand who you are. Sound is fine. Thank you very much, DX2. Stefan, Charlie was pro-Israel. So if he was pro-Israel, I thought also why he was killed by Jews. And I heard it also somewhere, because DX2 and Stefan, I heard it's from somewhere that he was killed by Jews. But if he was pro-Israel, how he could be killed by Jews? Can you explain me this? What is this? Because now I unsubscribed from all political channels and bloggers, because I told you that I'm tired. He was pro-Israel. Okay, that what I thought. He was changing his views on Israel. Aha, Megatron. So you say that he was changing his views on Israel. Charlie accused them of funding open borders and anti-white propaganda. So, and Megatron, do you have those videos with Charlie when he did it like openly, or it was like only his plan? In that case, we can't be sure. Or you have these videos, Americans. Stefan Bishop, hi, hello, Stefan. They have a lot of bills. They have a lot of bills. Who they? Can you explain me? I'm interested. I'm interested in every information. No boobs, no boobs, no views. Yes, guys. What is babushka? Babushka is a grandmother. Grandmother, and some people think, if they want to think that, to be babushka, it's such a great, it's a no honor, it's such a great moment. It means that you raised your children, and they are educated enough, and they are developed enough, and they managed to find their loved ones, and they gave the birth to another generation. It's an honor to be babushka. And they come into this chat, and they think that they insult me in such way. They call me babushka, and that I can, for example, start crying because of this. but I don't. On the opposite, for me, it's okay. So I will become, I hopefully in future, I will become babushka if of course, if my children will want to to give birth to children. So what country have you been to? So what country have you been to? Stephen Bishop. I went to many countries in this world because I used to work and travel. I used to work in motorsport and I traveled in many countries. It's very difficult to calculate. I've been in Latin America, in Africa, in Middle East, in Asia, in I don't know. So in many places on the map. In Russia, in different regions, in Europe as well. Are you Ukrainian? Green? No, I'm not Ukrainian, I'm Russian. There are so many Russians bot on YouTube chats. Green? Yes, that's true, that's true. By the way, DX2, are you here? Do you remember we discussed yesterday? Do you know what I think? I think that, do you remember that suddenly many bots came into this chat and they were like Russian? Probably it's because of my Russian speech yesterday. My kids, when they came to me, I started to speak Russian, and I think that somehow my video went to rotation with the Russian people, and suddenly I started to have a lot of strange bots online. Some of them were Russian speaking, some of them were English speaking, but they had pro-Kremlin rhetoric, so they were like, maybe now as well, maybe my YouTube still thinks that maybe it reads my suspicious. Maybe Russian, like it's a kind of Russian espionage. They can feel my Russian accent and they send to me those Kremlin bots. But they are English speaking. Also, there are a lot of Indians. Sorry, guys from India. It's just fact. I have nothing against you, especially when you are good people, so I don't judge you by nation, but it's just a fact that I have a lot of Indians bots, pro-Kremlin bots. I think that they organized, because in India you don't have to pay them a lot, and in India there are many people because they work in tourism, and there are many people who speak English, who can write in English, and sometimes I have these like Indian bots, Russian bots, but I think that they are all organized by Kremlin because they all have Kremlin politics in pro-Kremlin speeches and politics and propaganda. Good morning, I am. How is your day going? I know you just started. I went to go get breakfast. Will you eat with me? You are my dear one. You came here and you want to share. He wants to look at him. He wants to share with me his breakfast, his or her. It's so cute. It's so cute. Thank you for this desire, at least. But you know, I live in Malaga, so I'm rather far from you. I'm on a different continent because if you tell me that it's very early now in a place where you live, and here it's 6 o'clock almost, I'm going to eat my dinner a little bit later, not now. Paul Salser. Hello, Paul. I remember you from my last live streams. I'm happy that you are my subscriber. Stay with me. Thank you for your message, Paul, because you write, hello, young lady. Thank you, Paul. This is how you need to start, yes, your speech. Hello, young lady. The Lord God bless you and your husband. Have a blessed day. Thank you so much. Paul Salser, thank you so much. And I remember you, my friend. Come to my chat and just be my guest. I like positive people here because I want my chat to have positive vibes, but not all the time. Sometimes I am also angry. Everyone like to blame Jews. Yes, yes, and I disagree with that. I think it's what is so. I think that it's artificially DX2. But every time when I feel that we try to have like anti-national politics, Jews are guilty. Uh, what? What? No, because Palestine, I understand you, Palestine, and you have conflict, and I know that people in Palestine they also suffer, and so on and blah blah. But my friend, she lives in Israel with her little daughter. She was running from bombs, and I know this personally from her. So what can we discuss here? You are not like people pro different side against Israel. You are not saints. So you can have conflict between two conflict, this part and this part, and you do this. And so I think, of course, the best way is to find the solution. But I'm not a super specialist in it. I'm not a super specialist, but it's historically DX2. Look, he's right. Everyone like to blame Jews. You remember, Mr. Germany? Yeah, who was guilty? Jews. Yeah, of course they were not right. They were not okay. I don't know. For me, like I don't feel. I don't like this speech, and I don't like this agenda. Don't like. I think, as I told you before, killer is a killer, and he's not. He doesn't have nationality and a race. He's a killer. He has had mental problems, and he should be closed once and forever. And I'm against of mortal. How is it called? This type of like death execution. So I'm against of this. I think that it's not good. Even if even in like in most difficult cases, we live in we are humans. We live in 25th century. We don't have now starving when people die from hunger. We don't have it here now, and we can afford with our taxes to pay their lives, and they should live as long as they can live, but they should be close from society, and they should work, of course, for example, to, if they can mentally, if they have capacity, they should work, and to, for example, pay for those families who suffered if they can, or to pay for themselves, at least for their lives in prison. So, again, like a little bit difficult. Megatron, yeah, you have those videos on his podcast channel, okay. Vivi Medina, he was killed by one of his own from an even more far right group, Groypers. He was killed by one of his own from an even more far right group. Groypers. Wow, Vivi, and is it already? Do you have like? Are these all assumptions, Vivi, or you already have some investigations and some suspects in this case? I know that probably the killer was found, but I don't believe in killers. I think that usually when such things happen, you have like killer, then the one who asked him to do this, then the one who asked another one to ask, they have usually like chains, and it's very difficult to find the reality. And of course, when they create those chains, they try they are not so stupid people. Imagine, I heard that he was killed from a distance of 200 meters. Is it true now? Was it proved or not? Because like, of course, who did it? Of course, professionals, and those people know how to organize such kind of things. They know what to do, and it's not just just I'm sure that if you ask such people, I mean such people who has such capacities to do it from 200 meters, this was a group of very clever people. And of course, I think that if they decided to do like this, of course, I think that they should have had like big reasons for that, big reasons. But it sounds disgusting, yes, guys. Like to have a big reason to do this. It's awful. Anyway, it's awful. But usually it is like, do you have now, you told from even more far right group, but what for? What for? That why I started to talk about his future possible presidency, because the president is the most important, and the presidents all they like share this world between them, At least we see it in the picture. They are first persons. Maybe you have someone behind them. And as far as I know, in the United States, you have for sure. I don't know about Russia because probably in Russia they are just a group of people with Putin, like who is their representative, and we know them. And I'm not sure if we have someone behind them, but I know that in the United States, it looks, at least it looks as if as like you have someone behind. So for me, like maybe those people who stay behind Trump, maybe like for future they planned to have one president, and they looked at Charlie and they thought, he can be right, like a true, like John Lennon, like Jesus Christ, like someone who has influence and someone who is really adored and liked. And when you choose him, not because we have nobody to choose from, but we choose him because we want to choose him, and he has like different he has nobody behind him, and he has different agenda, different propaganda, different speech, and you know what I feel that what happens. But you can say something else. Megatron DX2. Well, it's because it's true. Oh no. No, Megatron. If you continue, Mega, it's not true. Of course it's not true. Megatron, yeah, it's I researched myself for answers and it makes sense. I think that also this is not you know what, Megatron? You researched for answers, but you found those answers that were ready for you, like that were prepared for you to be found. That's why you believe in everything. Why can't you feel with your heart? Why can't you think with your own head? Where you search for answers? If those answers they were created for you, it means that they were prepared by somebody for you to convince you in somebody, in something. It's not like try to not to search for answers, try to find answers in your head about people, about souls, about hearts that beat on this earth, that that beat hearts that tick beat on this earth. We are all human. Oh my god, I disagree. Why would they do that? People are so inhuman. Just believe in what you have, believe in what you got, and that is God. When it comes down to the time of death, He will judge you as you. I disagree. I disagree absolutely. I don't think so. I don't think so that here we gain scores to be judged by God after death. I don't think so. I think that life is a lot more complicated and is not like you see it in books that were created by churches, by like churches that were in that acts in together with governments. I don't believe it because it's obvious that it's not true. And no, if God God is like you say, oh yes, times are bad, people are killed, but God, no, it means that everything is part of this God, and this God, he also created this, and you should realize it, that everything was created by him. And if everything was created by him, and if everything is and if he is perfect, it means that everything that was made by him is perfect. So for me, it's strange. Like we live on earth, this earth was created by God, we were created by God, but evil was not. And if a person acts in a bad way, he's not from God. And you go to God, you separate. What's that? It's like it's not a adult position. You don't see this life. I don't understand you. Look what I did. I forgot to blend. It's good that I noticed here now with you. Otherwise, I can go like this, and no, it's not rolling, of course, but it's funny, yeah. So I continue. I continue to do my makeup and to read your messages. Mega, I think you're just anti-Semitic. Of course, yes, of course. If he writes such things, actually, DX2, you can block him for such speech. If you want, you can block him. Because, when people try, when they try in a calm way talk about to blame nations, like in a calm way, hello, I love you, you're so beautiful, have a good day, God bless you, Jews are bad people. It's even worse than to have fanatics in front of you, because when you have fanatics, it's you just see that they are wrong. And when you have people like who pretend, like who, oh yes, I know dual, like world is so dual philosophy, like many books, sources, political views, psychology and everything, and then they start just to start, to attack, and you're like, what have I done? Oh, yeah, yesterday you had the ton of trolls all came in at once. Yeah, I had the ton on trolls, and I still didn't have views even, So those trolls that they came, but they didn't give me views. Just okay. Megatron DX2, you call me anti-Semitic because DX2, can you block Megatron? I will block you, Megatron. No, it's bad. I don't like it. I don't know. I don't need it in this chat. What you say, it's awful. It's bad. I don't need it. I am not a bot. Anthony Henriquez. And what did you write? You wrote there, she's KGB. And why did you write this? Why? Was it a joke or you have some thoughts? Kevin Gardner. Hi. Hello, Kevin. How are you doing? Hannah Blair. My Oyo and my loving family member is sleeping now, and I'm so sorry to you. And what is this? Send deep or out. Change your dress, coming skirt dress. Change your brain. I think it's easier. Kevana T, very beautiful. Wishing you and you're the best. Thank you, Kevan T. Thank you so much. Thank you, my dear. Kevin, your nipples look. Oh my god, I gave a birth to 2 children and I'm going to block you. Hi, Selena. Hello, Martin. So glad to see you. Oh, Martin, you have this sign. You are my member. Yes, you have this special sign now. I see this sticker or something. You're a you like bought a membership. Yes, thank you so much, Martin. I need to do, but now I have 2 members. Can you advise Martin? What can I do like for my members? What can we do? Let's go and drink coffee together. No, if I lived in the United States, I would go with you, for example. Yes, so glad to see you, Martin. How are you doing? Master Pa, genocide is being committed. Genocide that happened in Balkans in the 90s. Africa, Middle East, also NATO killed 2 million since 90. Master Pach, you are from India, yes? And now your next message, Putin is the best one. I think so. Maybe even, what do you think about these guys? Anthony Henriquez. The funniest thing is we helped Russia during Second World War, and within weeks of is being over, they turned on us. I know this story. Yes, you helped a lot with like your humanitarian help. If you are you American? Yes, you say now about the United States. And we all, I remember even this, you helped not only after the Second World War, it was not the only situation. You also helped before. I remember when. I'm sorry, Artyom. I'm sorry. So I remember that time when I was 5, when humanitarian help from the United States came, and we were also happy. USSR poor kids, and we wore like all on the same fur coats, but for us it was not important that we were like in the same style of fur, not fur coats, what I say, feather jackets, drown jackets, and feather drown jackets. And like we lived in Ural, and it was very cold there. And before your help, we had nothing. Just you come to a shop and you can buy shoes for your child, you can buy anything, a jacket for winter jacket. And I remember when we didn't have what's the name for it, like running for sports shoes. We didn't have sports shoes, normal sports shoes. We didn't have them for kids, and some I remember it was the kids clothes, and we didn't have it. And you brought us humanitarian help, and we were so happy. Like people received it, and we all, like the whole city, wore the same things, but it was such a great quality, and so different colors, because in the USSR everything was gray, and everything was not beautiful, and like was not from kids. And when you are 5 years old child and you receive your coat, and you're a girl and it's rose, I remember it was a happiness. It was happiness, true happiness for us and for all people who lived that time. And I remember this, like, because for me it was like gray life, and then something colorful came in it, and I was happy. And I don't know, actually, yes, I know that after that that you helped after the Second World War, and it's not a secret. Of course, I think that now they don't have this in their like historical books for students in schools. They don't have it, because I think that they hide it now. And now again they explain that Americans are very poor, and thankfully for them, now you have this news agenda, you have this news feed that they like, well, you know what they say to their people? Oh, you see, they live a very bad life, very bad. They are even more poor than you are. And now I know that in Russia, I don't know how it works, but money, they go only in country and they don't go outside of the country. And that's why, like, people see that all parks around now, they start build everything, and that life becomes better. And they are sure that America, you have bad government, bad people, bad everything. And they live in absolutely different world. But I know, and it's not a secret that people when they are retired, their pension is 250 euro. Okay, again, we started to talk about this. Maybe let's talk about, I'm like more interested in Charlie. Like, do you have any suspects in this case? Hello, I'm from India. Hello, India. Like, tell me, what did you bring here? What with what did you come into this chat? Wait, was your name different before? Wait, was your name different before? My name? My name was changed? Which name? No, it was Drakaina's secret all the time. Selena Sergakova. Or you mean that my Russian name, or what? What do you mean? Yes, he was just a sacrifice. Master Pach. Sacrifice, you mean which kind of? Uh, Oxa, we need a room tour. Tony Boy, which kind of room tour do you need? American propaganda is deeper than Russian propaganda. Okay, I don't know. Nico Scarpetti, how much you changed for the whole hour? Yes, Nico, you came here when I was not without when I was without makeup, and now I like changed myself with makeup. So I'm a good makeup artist, you want to say. Anthony Henriquez, to the heavies are so nice. Angel, the though the heavies, I don't understand. Mr. Army, hello, I'm medium army member. Okay, so I understand. Russians no professional hits. Russians no professional. Okay, I don't understand again. I see here robots and propaganda, I think. How are you, friends? We are good, Mr. Ami. Hi, beautiful. Okay, thank you. It's called Deep State. Yes, I heard about this Deep State. Fish Guru, people are just playing on the death for content. People just playing on the death for content. You think so? I don't think so. I think that content is nothing to compare with political. You mean that Charlie was like killed for content, or what do you mean? Behind Trump, I don't know, but from side of also Melanie, Tony Boy, why? So you think that there is nobody behind Trump, but there are many people behind Melanie? What do you mean? Is it a kind of joke? Um, Marco Palini, hello. You said hi, hello. Welcome to my live chat. Fish Guru Charlie Kirk is a martyr for the right. And what is martyr? I don't know what's martyr for the right. Uh, what is martyr? Yes, he was popular, but nowhere near president material. So?
Martyr это мученик.
Мученик. And why he was martyr? Why he was martyr? Why? Explain me, please. Guys, can you put your thumbs up, please? Maybe it will help somehow to my video and to my channel, not to die. Now I. If before was I feel people they are coming. Now maybe it will help to my channel not to die. But yeah, just double tap the screen and you will.
Он был мучеником, потому что он боролся за жизнь людей, которые в итоге его убили.
Can you speak English? Because when you speak Russian, we noticed that Russian.
I explained my wife that I think that Charlie Kirk was a martyr because he was fighting for each human life, actually, for abortions and other things, and he were assassinated by the same people. I mean, by the human.
But who was it? So it was just
Some
human.
20
You don't have.
22 years old, some.
No, it was the one who did it and who ordered this assassination.
I don't know.
You
But it's
don't
not a
know?
point, actually.
Yeah, it's
That's
not.
why he's martyr.
That's why he's martyr. Yes, this I understand. Oh, thank you guys. I have 32 likes. Yes, if you double tap the screen, it can just maybe help me. So yes, he was popular, but nowhere near president material. So he wasn't a threat to the right, but to the left. Yes, but nowhere near president material. So he wasn't a threat to the right, but to the left. Yes, for me as well. So look, and now like last year's, can you explain me, by the way, last year's your presidents, are they left or right? They are all left. Trump is left, yes, for example. So maybe like my assumptions are correct. Like maybe he was a threat to like future president for future president. Maybe because he had the unusual. He was from. he didn't. I don't know if he had protection, but he was like, yes, people, a person from nowhere, with his own history, with his own story, life story, with his own like unicum, we say it, unicum, unique, like very unique. He was a very unique individual, and it was a threat maybe. Notice the shooters are young because they were. I think that they are young. I think that fish guru. I think that they were just killers, or I don't think usually. Like you know how I see this situation. Usually someone asks someone, then asks someone, so they try to, of course, they try to cover this, and nobody can find that nobody can find the ends, and you can find the ends only in many years, when it will be like too late, when it will be like that when, like, now you can find who killed John Lennon and Kennedy, because, for example, now it's not important, or no, it's still important, that's why you still don't know. Do you know who killed actually John Lennon? And for example, do you know, not like a crazy guy from a crowd, but like who was the one who organized, which power organized it, who made this like who is this intelligence, or who did it? Not like just by one stupid guy, he was crazy, he just took a gun and he went, like, not this story. Because have you heard about this? Yesterday, me and my husband, we watched a video. By the way, what do you think about Candice Owens? What's I don't remember how to her name. What do you think about her and about her videos? Because yesterday I watched her video about Brigitte Macron, one of her latest video, and about MK Ultra. And for example, I believe about in MK Ultra. I believe, and because I have one very suspicious, I'm not going to discuss it here, but I discussed it yesterday with my husband, because I have one very suspicious issue in Russia. Okay, I'm going to tell it to you, but only, I'm not going to say any names. I know one person, and 20 years ago, I was studying with him, in just very close to him, very close to him. And that time, he seemed to me very, very strange, normally strange. And do you know why? First of all, because he was young, he was 20, he was very handsome, just very, 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 very handsome. And he didn't look like a guy from a rich family, because that time, like, when you live in society, when you see person, you can say where this person came from. It was 2000s, so people after 90s, after perestroika, after these criminal bans in Russia that we had. So we had a lot of people who became rich very suddenly. And I went to one of the most prestigious university. And usually when you look at people, you understand, he's super intelligent, but we have not so many people like this, like he's the one super intelligent. He worked very hard, and that's why he's here. We had like guys from very rich families, super rich families, and they also went to the same university because their parents paid for, like, it was like they pay for their education annually, immense high sums of money. And you can realize who is this, who is that. Then you, for example, you have somebody else from for example, special schools, then, but you look at everyone and you realize, so this guy, he was not from rich family. He was not very clever, absolutely, but he was actually, maybe he was very clever, but he was always silent. And during IO classes, for example, he was never asked to answer in loud voice. He was very positive, very good. He was a normal guy. He like past exams in a strange way. I know that he tried he couldn't learn everything. So that's how I saw we were just nearby each other. He went to the most prestigious faculty after 2 years, because 2 years we were together, and when we were regrouped, and we have all chosen different faculties. I have chosen sociology and economy of labor, because now actually I think that in this university, this like for me it was the most close topic, the most like the topic I loved the most, actually my favorite topic. And this guy, he went to the most prestigious faculty. It was impossible to go there without money, or you are just like number one person, very clever. He went to the most prestigious faculty. Okay, I was like, how? I wonder how. I don't understand. And that time, I remember I had my girls around me, my friends, and I told them, I don't know who is this. I don't know. He doesn't go to parties that we had together with our classmates, group mates. He doesn't talk too much. He doesn't like go into friendship with different people. But he is like polite, kind. He can talk a little bit, but he was not like involved in any stories at all, for example. And then in 20 years, I saw him on the highest post. I'm not going to tell you there, where, why, and just on the highest, on one of the highest. And I was shocked, because for me, like, I don't know how it happened. No, I understand. Now people find explanations. But for me, since that time, 20 years ago, he knew. And that's why I believe in MK Ultra, and I believe in such programs. So I believe that that now they try. For example, like the world is divided. We have hidden, somewhere not secret government. They try to put on the most important places. They try to put people that will obey. And they will be like from the same group. And even if you don't know that they are from the same group, they are from the same group finally. And I think that probably like everything is planned for future in your country as well. And probably this Charlie Kirk, he was the one who was like a threat to this secret line, and to somebody's politics. And so Candice Owens, if I'm not mistaken, that's her name. I mean that I remember her, and I'm subscribed to her channel, and but sometimes I just forget names. I know that I can change letters in her name. I believe in her truth, because for me it sounds rather familiar, and I understand it, and rather clear. And when she described this situation with Macron, when I heard her videos about Macron, I was like, oh my god, maybe they have just the same methods. I don't know. Don't I have, guys? You know what to do. If no, I hope that I said nothing wrong. Tell me. Did I say something wrong? Was it too much? Should I close this video after, or I can leave it? How do you think? Very easy if you dangle the right carrot in front of them. Very easy if you dangle the right carrot in front of them. Young males are easy to influence. Yes, but fish guru. What I started to talk. I know that, for example, they can. What they did during the first and second Chechnya war. For example, they took widows, which husbands were killed, and there in Chechnya, if your husband is killed, you are a widow, you will stay forever alone. And there, if a woman is alone, she is not like a person, she is not a woman, and it's very difficult to exist. And for example, if a woman loved her her husband, who was cruelly killed, they started to make those troops of female killers. I'm not going to describe in which they did different attacks in Russia, in a different part of Russia, but then they like appeared to have like not an army but a group of such girls, and they just received from somewhere from above their tasks, but they were so brainwashed, and they started to brainwash them from like this was a psychological pressure for many years on them, and they convinced them, oh, your husband, he was killed, and they are guilty, and now you should do this and that, take this, and they brainwashed them for many years, and now you will do this, and after that you will go to Allah. You know this situation, like you will go to Allah, and you will be saved, and you will save the whole society around you, but it's like it's called what is called. And I know that for example, this guy, he 22 years old, he could be also, they could find him in like shooters, like school shooters. It's also the same, I think, very often. They find them when they're young, when they're teenagers, or when they don't know, for example, where to go, when they are lost in their life, they find them. Now it's easier to brainwash because the way we have internet, and you can maybe even be brainwashed by your GPT chat. Did I finally blend it? And so those brainwashed people, after that, they do many things. And after, you can just give them orders. You can just rule them. And you can rule them, you should take this and that, and to go there, and you should be prepared because you are a very important person, because you clean this world, in such a stupid way, but because they start to work with them when they're young and not stupid, but they are not mature enough. Their lateral part of their brain is not developed, not lateral, frontal part of their brain is not developed, and they are too they can be influenced, they are too vulnerable, yeah, to such situation. Yeah, they're too vulnerable, how to say it. It's called confirmation bias. I don't understand what is this, Master Pa. Notice the shooters are young. When did you join the military? Me? No, I don't. I'm not from this. Young males are easy to... Yeah, because they have hormones. They have splash of hormones, but they don't have brains. And usually they don't know where to invest, where to concentrate this energy. And that's also, they are very easy to influence. They have a lot of hormones, but they have not strong, weak psychology. And yes, of course, this also, and but it's not always men, as I described you. For example, widows in Chechnya, in Ingushetia, very religious female who had, but religious in a bad way. Because I know that even I criticize a lot institutional religions, and I think that they were created to rule people, but still there are some people who go into religion very, very deep, and they are into religion, but they are not they're in a hostile way. But here we see absolutely it's not even a religion, but they were born and they were raised in such a cruel circumstances and conditions that they afterwards they become very easy to be influenced, and they are influenced, and they become weapons in other people's hands. So very easy if you dangle the right carrot in front of them. DX2, social media melting people's brains. Most people lack a filter to think and decide. Yes, but DX2, you talk about social medias, but I think that it's not only in. I think you know that by choosing, for example, a bad social media, they can find you. For example, they can. It's obvious that they can follow you by your iPhone. For example, they can find you that you follow some groups, or you were interested in some questions, in some topics, and then, for example, they can detect you, they can find you, and after that, I think they start to brainwash you professionally, not like only by sources that are open for all person, for everybody, but also by sources that we don't know. Maybe some, as I told you, some psychological, some. Actually, she told yesterday, Candice Owens, about some experiments when they changed with magnets, they changed brain waves, frequency, brain. I don't know how to translate it because I watched it in Russian. I had to do it in English, but I was so interested that I wanted to watch it in Russian. So I know that because they won't tell it to you like they won't open in front of you all cards, and we don't know which kind of wow, what I see there, very strong man. My husband is on terrace. They won't explain it to you. They won't reveal to you all secrets that they have and all methods that they have. They don't reveal you because they are not interested. They don't need to know. They don't need to show it to you. It's not like it's not their aim. It's not their goal. Are you doctor? The Victor. No, I'm not a doctor. I am a stupid Slavic woman and I tell crazy stupid things here. And don't believe me, but I have something in my head. Um, there is definitely a judgment day. You should know better than this. What do you mean about judgment day? Seek to other subjects. Religion is not your strong subject. Why is my very strong subject? Religion is my strongest subject because I was raised and I know a lot about it, and I was raised in religious conditions, and plus to it, I learned a lot and I read a lot of books, and I read different religious books from different religions because I wanted to know a lot, and I wanted to know. I would dispute with you, and no, I completely disagree. I think that I know a lot. Plus to it, I have empathy, and I'm a very sensitive person, and I understand what is right, what is no. I don't understand. I don't want to be like I'm going to judge and to say what is right and what's wrong. No, that's not true, of course. But I feel a lot of things, and I see a lot of things, and I know a lot of things. What happens in churches, in official churches, and in those structures, and with people who are there. I just know that if everything was created by gods, how is that evil wasn't? Jimmy Shenkushi. Yes, I told it several actually minutes ago, but I think, guys, this. But yeah, I think that there are too many hidden information. There is too many hidden information. Too much hidden. How to say it? There is too much hidden information on Earth, and DX2 100% agree people can't separate facts from opinions. The book was matter, but still you can't find, maybe in your countries you can find a lot of open sources. I can't say that in Russia, for example, they give you a lot, they have only propaganda now and nothing else. So you don't have opinions. You have only like this propaganda fairy tale, and that's it. So I think that these are not opinions. So that's why for me, like when like when special services want to brainwash you, they use not normal social medias, but something what they have in their hands. Lilian Ekmes, Jimmy, because evil first was God. Good. Antonio Navarra, mi guapa tu video. Gracias. It's because you don't understand what I'm talking about. Maybe, Antonio. Do you understand English? Antonio Gervia. Guys, please double tap this video and maybe I will have 50 likes and it will be like a small victory for me because last days I had very bad statistics. Even if God created, yes, this I had. Even if God created evil, who we are, they're created to judge. Yeah, I don't. I don't think that. I think that we should personally decide what for us is good and not good, and to live following those principles, and to have just your inner principles and your inner feelings, and to believe in yourselves, and to believe that we are creatures of somebody who is very clever, who was or is very clever, and that's it. What we can. Is it like light and dark in and yang, but it does exist and it's the real ideal. It is like light and dark, yin and yang, but it does exist. I think that it's all together, dark and young, or dark and light. I think that it's all together. And I think that it exists maybe here on Earth for us to go and to feel different situations and to create different situations and to be in different situations. I think yes, but we don't know what is above. Evil is an option since we are free to choose. Evil is an option since we are free to choose. But how, for example, there are many situations in this life, and you can look on them from different angles, and you can see evil and God in the same time. For example, I remember one lady, she did a very bad thing to me, and one, for example, man, he did a very bad thing to me, very bad. He should have been arrested for that. But because of it, I changed my life, and now I have my family and my son, my daughter, and my husband, and I live in Spain because of him. Who is he? My evil or my angel? Who is he on earth? I think that it's so different in the same time. One and two, he is evil and he is angel in the same time. I can call him my angel. Thank you. Thank you, because I suffered that time. I was like, you did very bad thing. You were supposed arrested for that, and you were supposed to be arrested for that. But now I want to thank him because this situation changed my life. How I used it myself with my own hands. And it was not just like evil came into my life and now my life is ruined. Of course, no, because there is no absolute. There is no absolute evil and there is no absolute God on earth here. Absolute is somewhere above, and we don't know what is absolute. Now I remind myself a little bit Charlie Kirk. No, guys, it's what I think. Thank you for 46 likes, guys. So it is an option. You can be an evil, but you can be the best angel in my life. Dear Master Prach, Pach, Master Pach, Master Pech one. You can be the best angel in my life. Who knows? Yes? What is this dummy? You are a big dummy. What? It's a dummy? No, dummy is mannequin. No? Not dumb. Dumb is stupid and dummy is stupid. Okay. No, I thought that dummy is
With Y in the end.
yes, with Y and then Dummy. I thought that it's dummy. It's like not artificial. Like yes, no. Can you check it, please? Dummy.
It's mannequin.
Mannequin. Yeah.
Balaklava, muляж,
Muляж.
francuska pastышka,
Yeah.
balon, duračok, za uško.
Also, so stupid woman also. Okay, it means that you don't understand me. If you don't understand me, I know that my speech is for not for everybody, guys. I understand it that there are many brainwashed people, and even here on my chat, I try to gain my audience, and I try to attract people that I want to attract. But I understand that I understand that it's life, and you all come here, and you are all welcome because I'm interested in you as well. I'm interested. Oh my God, those kids! I love them so much. You know, I love them so much. Too many people pretend to be middle until you have a discussion and you realize there is no middle. You mean between left and right? I'm interested. Can you explain me? Because I'm not, I'm not super specialist in politics. I know that American people, you're a lot more developed in politics and in how because. You are more involved than I used to be. I didn't have any choice all of my life, and I didn't have in Russia. I didn't have any adequate political parties because in Russia we have the one political party, and all the rest they are just clowns, you know. But you don't have like, for example, what was Charlie Kirk? He was very realistic, clever, interesting, right, different, yeah, side politics, and it was so interesting, yes, because we don't have it in Russia. Did you have it in Ukraine? Did you have some oppositions? And when you no,
You have nothing in Ukraine.
the same in Russia. You had clowns, like, but they just, for example, they started this: gays are not allowed. If you're gay, you need to be in prison. So when you listen to this, you say, "What?" But this is what. And then you have Putin with his party together, and then you have, for example, party of some. I'm not going to. I even yeah. It was like. So what is this? How can it happen? Different people, like Navalny, for example. Why? Maybe I think that Charlie Kirk was a potential future president and he was killed because Navalny was in the same situation. That's what happened to him, guys. Like Putin destroyed his potential rivals, not even enemies, like people who can be potentially in future, who can play, who can be like significant people in politics from the beginning. How many years? 10 years. Boris Nemtsov, check him. Boris Nemtsov, how we loved him. We thought that he would be our future president. And he was assassinated before elections. No chance for him. Because he had too many people who admired him, and I personally admired him, and I admired Navalny, and I admired, no, there were only two. Both of them were like they do not exist anymore on the political arena. They do not, because they do not exist in this life. So this is my experience, and also why I share it with you, because we went through it. I hope that you don't have the same. So, Fish Guru, can you explain me how they pretend? And for example, can you ask me a question how to realize who am I, right or left, if I think that I'm in between? What questions, for example, should I answer? Maybe not now or to myself. Maybe should I answer to realize? DX2 God is all sides, light, dark, neutral, parts, all parts of God. Yes, that's what I think. Master Prach, God already has the creations that are 100% good and obedient. They are called angels. Okay, okay. What's wrong with the KGB? What's wrong? No, nothing. I don't know what's wrong. You tell me what's wrong. Look who we have here. We have. Are you a secret admirer? Meow. Say hi. Say hi to my guys.
She just slept.
Yes, he woke up and he came to his mother to ask her to do something. American has the same with the CIA. You mean with probably I'm a little bit late. Yes, I read those messages and I'm a little bit late, but it's very interesting what you write it, and it's very interesting to discuss. We have a different role than the angel on the opposite. Okay, side of the angels, you have the devil. We have tendencies of both. No, I disagree. If we choose to go to do good, then we are better than the angels. Oh my God. No, Pastor Pach, I disagree with you absolutely. But you called me stupid in this question. You called me that it's not my strong point, but I'm not going to tell it to you because you should exist as you are and you do not insult me. Although it was quite a negative comment from you message, but I just tell you go with peace and just think what you do. But I completely disagree with your speech. Fish Guru, they do the same shit. Okay. DX2, no such thing as the evil. Yeah, DX2, thank you. He's my supporter. No, I noticed him for. You know how I need to check my audience? Go to my tarot. By the way, today we have tarot spreads, guys, with you. And you come and you ask questions. Yes? If you are interested, of course. And those people who come here, there is tarot, you are witch, it's from evil. You just won't understand me and my live streams. So I thought that tarot, for me, like before I thought whether I should include tarot or not because it can frighten some of my subscribers, viewers. But do you know what I think now? On the opposite, tarot shows me my people, because tarot for me it's a kind of indicator who you are as a spiritual person on earth. And for me it's so it's great that I included this. And even today I canceled I are cooking with Artyom segment and I decided to leave tarot because first of all I missed them. Then Artyom, he used to work, he was working today. What do you do there? You're not allowed to touch your ear. And you, oh sorry, I don't want to speak Russian because I'm afraid. Every time when I speak Russian, I have Russian bots that come here. You beautiful person, Joy Martin. Thank you. I hope that you say it not only because of my appearance, but also because of my speech. Guys, don't forget to double tap the screen and maybe I will have 50 likes. Nope. What nope? What nope? No such thing as the devil. Devil? No, no, of course no. You can be devil and angel in the same time. There is no on earth. No, maybe somewhere behind there is, but on earth, no, you don't see it. Master Pach, you don't see it. Just look around.
It's the thing. Guys, I think the devil is kind of, that's the kind of subject was created for the people just to move responsibility from your bad things you people do for someone who responsible for that. There is a universe, there is a balance of energies, and your souls came here supposed to choose and supposed to pass some experience, and by your choice you choosing like do bad things or good things, your souls going on the high vibrations, on the low vibrations. But your soul already choose, and your soul before your soul came in this world, your soul already choose which way it goes. So but you don't know that, your conscience, it doesn't know that. So do not push that things on the devil or on a god. It's all about you, it's all in your hands, all by your hands. It's like there is nothing more. So if
No,
you've
but
done bad things, it's you done bad things. You make the choice. If if you're doing good things, it's your choice, and you does good things. You're going to high vibrations.
no, but Artyom, you as a person, you consist of both, of evil
Yeah, of course.
angel, of bad and kind, for example, every quality, every characteristic has two sides, and you balance between them. For example, you can be called greedy, or you can be the one who is wise and reasonable and doesn't waste money, you know, or you are greedy. So in one situation you have positive characteristic and the same characteristic, but in a different situation you are just greedy and not so nice person. And that is life. Like it together, it comes together. He claims to not exist, so his followers would say the same. What they do there? Do you hear them? They behave like they're crazy. And actually, my son Martin, he is not allowed. But what will you do with him? He is at home now because he had the surgery like on Friday, and he shall stay at home and he shall stay almost in bed now. But he doesn't listen to us. Can you give me advice? Are you parents? Do we have any parents here? Can you give me a piece of advice or how you will say it? Can you tell me something? What shall I do? Their father tries to be strict with them, like to speak with them in a strict voice. Oh my god, so difficult with them sometimes. He claims to not exist, so his followers would say the same. It's about what can you say? Who doesn't exist? Who claims? Akif, can you be devil's friend? Devil friend. I don't believe in pure. I don't believe in pure devil on earth at least. I don't believe in it. Or if I just can joke in such a way that yes, I'm married to my husband. So, oh, what a fish guru! What do you think? You think the devil is the business of making friends? Is in business of making friends? What do you mean? Maybe it's between you, fish guru. I'm sure he'll make you believe you're friends until he gets what he wants. Then on to the next until the end of time. I'm sure he'll make you believe you're friends until he gets what he wants. Then to the next until the end of time. You know how, for example, comes. For example, we have some pop singers in Russia. And in the beginning of war, they had this choice to support Putin and his war propaganda or not to support. Some of them left Russia. They refused from all of their incomes, their status and money, and from being celebrities. And others, they just accepted. So I think that they sold their souls to the evil. But for me, it doesn't mean that they exist here on earth as just 100% evil people. Even they just made this choice, and this choice for me is very bad. It's a very bad choice because they support Putin and his politics now, and I am against all this absolutely. And it's their choice, and I can't that what I think now, that for me, like it will be very difficult to forgive them once in my life. So for me it like cross the line. Their reputation is crossed forever. So I won't ever now, at least now I think like that. But even in such situation, so I think that in some situations you can make like a really bad choice, and but I don't think that they're all 100% evils because it's
No, they're just spineless.
what they are.
Spineless.
Spineless people without
Yeah,
without inner
without
strength.
opinion, without without, I don't know, without kind of understanding what is really is going on in the world.
Yeah, that's
And
true.
they took, I mean, if they are just silent, it means they are watching
No,
evil and
sometimes
just.
they are not silent. Sometimes they even agree and they support publicly, and
Well, they pay
they.
taxes in Russia. They're sending Putin money to the bomb for the bombs. That's it.
And I know
Just
some of them have, for example, they are live in gay couples and they have kids, and they were threatened that blackmailed they that. Like now in Russia, gays are not allowed, and gays to be in couple is not allowed. To have children it's not allowed, and if like they will find that you have a child, they will take this child to a social what's the name of it? Social, how you call it, to a social place. Just they will take this child from you. Social services will take this child from you, and of course they are all afraid that it can happen, and they publicly started to for and sometimes they can't even leave Russia. They can cross a border, because if they do, they can be arrested. And so living in such circumstances, they have to support publicly. This is, for example, absolute. No, it's also not absolute. I try to find. I think that maybe when you don't. Yeah, Artyom is right. When you are absolutely stupid and you don't have, or your soul mindset, when you don't have your own, like, yeah, inner views, and in that case, you are very weak, and then you just follow as a cattle, as an animal. You just follow, and that's it. Your master, and you obey, totally obey. And then there is different situation. So it means that you are weak, you are stupid, you are flat, or I don't know. But again, it's not about absolute evil. It's about stupidity or weakness. People without character, without I don't know, and also in some situations they are appeared in such circumstances that were maybe artificially created for them, that now they are closed in this cage and they can go out. Yes, maybe they could do it many years ago, but they didn't do it and it was their mistake. But it doesn't mean that now also they are absolute evils. No, it doesn't mean it. That doesn't mean it. Phew, it did so many mistakes, but I hope that it's, at least you understand me, that the most important is to be here understandable. uh, I'm sure he'll make you okay. So what I think that sometimes we have some offers, and when we don't feel like we discussed it with you once. You remember that I was offered to have like a love, to have to be like second wife or lover, to have child, and to have a good job position, to have a good career. I was offered, but I refused, because for me it was not good. Like this, I lose my own life, and I make my own choices. So for me, it would be quite evilish. I don't know how to say. For me, it would be quite disputable, quite a bad way to live my life. Quite bad way to live my life. But so there are some like really unpleasant situations in our life, but I don't think again that it's like two sides between good and bad, and devil and angel, God and evil. And Jimmy Sherkushi, why do you stay here? Look, he was here. So he sits here, he doesn't like me, he vomits, my poor Jimmy, and he stays here and he writes me, "You are disgusting." Imagine. Jimmy Shenkushi. You are I was repulsive and disgusting. You are repulsive and disgusting, and you are strange, at least because you stay here and you consume me. Like every moment you consume and consume. Who are you, Jimmy? You like to eat shit, yes? Shit lover. Oh my god. Huh?
Probably he's somewhere else because I cannot see him.
No, let's leave him here. Let's because he likes to eat shit. Let's leave him here. I want him to how
Sit
to
back,
say
relax, and enjoy the show.
I forgot how to say подавиться to when you
Oh, I don't
when
know.
you swallow and suddenly it stucks in your throat. So I want you to feel what is this. And I'm not going to ban you from this chat, but look, just my finger and you will be excluded once and forever. But I'll give you this possibility to continue to eat this kakashka. Oh my god. Angels to some demons to others. Angels to some demons. Everyone can believe what they want clearly, but me personally, I don't want to find out. I don't want. Everyone can believe what they want clearly, but me personally, I don't want to find out. Yes, yeah, I understand you. I understand you. It depends. You know, sometimes when somebody comes to you with a very flat speech and you understand that they don't know history, they don't know philosophy, psychology, they are not intelligent enough. They just have their life consists of short slogans in their head, and all they can is to quote. They live using quotes and they don't go deeply in information. They don't look inside. They just use quotes and that's it. And These I don't like, but sometimes to chat, yeah, sometimes maybe it's good. No, if they can, for example, if they can be so intelligent that they can say, religion in such a way. I know such people. Oh, yes. For example, your philosophy is like this and like that because it's like this, like that. It goes and blah blah blah, and it has. So when it is described in a very beautiful again and intelligent way, sometimes I'm okay. Why not? If you see that this person has experience and everything, but it's very seldom, very very seldom. At least I don't meet those people very often. I don't have such meetings. Fish Guru, they say the ultimate gratification the devil gets it is when people don't believe he exists. So those who live with poor decisions have no fear of consequences. 1 second, I need to read it one more time. They say the ultimate gratification the evil gets to when people don't believe he exists or really. So those who live with poor decisions have no fear of consequences. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. So, okay. Difficult to understand. Uh, Can you remember past life? There was a boy who said he is born again as a dinosaur, like a dinosaur, like dinosaur. Don't remember my past life, so on Earth, I think that it's my first time here, and I came here, and I'm very surprised. That's what I think. Guys, I have 60 likes. Thank you. Double tap the screen and I will have more likes. And today, thank you. You are so you are so kind and generous with me. Although my speech maybe today is not it's like a kind of provocation for some people, and I know that I made some people angry. But you support me, and I see this. Oh my God, thank you. I don't know honestly. I've never met God or the devil, but I'm also insignificant. So, so you never met, but you also, but I'm also insignificant. What you mean insignificant? I'm also insignificant. You don't care. I have never met anyone, but I want to believe that there is something behind. I want to believe, and uh, I believe that we have a higher purpose, and I believe in.
Remember George Carlin?
George
Do
Carlin.
you believe that the old guy with the beard sitting on the cloud? You know this.
I don't believe in an old guy with a beard who sit on a cloud and he watches at you,
He watch you all
and
the time.
he want to punish you. You will burn in hell, and he loves
But
you.
he loves you.
I thought that to love is to accept everything, and if
He
you
made clothes and everything.
mothers know, if we all childs of God, He should accept us no matter who we are. And I'm a mother, and I know that my child, and it's a like normal example that I can give to you. I have children, and I accept them no matter what they do because I'm their mother. It's a kind of absolute love. And don't tell me that God, if He exists, that He can't love me in the same way if I am His daughter. No, He will punish me, my soul, and I will be like burnt and everything. And He
Inshallah.
crucified
Extremely.
His son Jesus as well. And He so and my God, yeah, that's true what you told. So it's not about absolute love. If he gave me conditions, he gave me 10 rules that I have to follow. If I don't follow,
He creates special
yeah,
place.
he
Eternity.
created special place
Creates
where I will
paradise.
spend eternity, not just 100 years, no, not one day. I spend there eternity, and he's my father, and he loves me. Ba 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 bum. And my brain started to be
Yeah, that's
brainwashed
so cool.
after I
So
believed
for
that
one this human
crazy
life, you have to be very
things.
successful to not get
Yeah.
to the hell. You know.
Guys, be careful. Be careful. Don't believe that things. No, you can believe, of course. I know that no, probably now you hate me, those people who believe you hate me because of my speech, but still, I was sincere. I don't know, honestly, I've never. Yes, I wrote. Hi, everyone. Subscribe. If you want to meet God, go look in the mirror. Oh, Dixu. Thank you. Yes, yes. At least you should live this life as if you are a God and you create your own life and you are a creator. And that's actually tarot cards philosophy. Not only tarot cards, it's like very intelligent philosophy, and I love it very, very much. That we are all gods. We are all gods in our bodies, and our body is our temple. And so yes, we don't need to go anywhere. We should sit and feel good inside, and to think about our state, what we feel there. That's the best. I'm no good God. I'm no God. So you're not a God. We are all God. Everything is made of out of God.
Of
Yeah, I
course, you're not.
believe.
If you would be a god, you would be in a yellow house, special place.
Asylum, asile in French. Asylum. Uh,
Asylum.
can you help me out? Can you help me out? Michael Blacker. No. You help me. You donate me better, not me to you. Or what do you want, Johnny? No, I'm not doing. I can do a tarot spread for you. Come here. Come to this stream, but later. Johnny Black, the seven deadly sins of Roman Catholic theology are pride, greed, lust, envy, gluttony, wrath, and sloth. Do we have seven? I thought that we had 10. For example, envy.
No, seven of them are deadly.
Johnny Black. Ah, seven deadly. You mean deadly sins? Okay. For example, envy. You know, envy. If to live it correctly, and if to not to have bad association with this feeling. For example, I don't feel this feeling because for me, like when somebody has something and I want the same, I usually have these very positive vibrations inside of my body because for me it's like an indicator that I found what I want. And if Masha has a Rolls Royce and I see that she has a Rolls Royce in real life, and I see, wow, I have this chill. uh, I'm so happy because now I understand what I want in this life. And this was a very simple example. Sometimes those examples, sometimes for you it's very difficult to find what you want. And then you see that your friend David, for example, he became famous on social media and he has his blog. And you feel this. I want to do the same, and you feel this energy and vibrations, and you have this, and you realize that you also want to, that like it won't be absolutely similar way 100%. You are not going to repeat it, but so it's also envy, but how you live it inside, why people they feel this anger? Because they have inner blocks. It is described by psychology that you think that you don't deserve, that you can't have, that you can envy, that you can set your goals, that you can live your life, and that people around can help you to understand who you are. But if you look wider on this, envy won't be a problem for you. I have since my childhood, like, wow, because my parents raised me. Thanks. In some ways, they were like, they gave me a lot of trauma, but in some ways, I'm very grateful to what they gave to me. Like, they were quite rich, very rich in our town. And I was like, oh, mom, when I was very little, I want this. And she was, well, if you want, we will do. Like, oh, it's okay. And so, it gave me like the whole world is here, and I'm okay to use it, and I'm okay to go and to become who I want. And some people who have blocks because since their childhood, their parents, you envy. Don't look at Masha's doll. You will never have it. And you have this disgusting feeling inside of you, and in that case, it becomes a deadly sin. So, what will you say after my speech? Johnny Black. Am I not right? I am absolutely right. I described you. And we can talk about every scene like greedy. Greed, the same, I explained. In some situations, it's very important not to waste money, to understand. And greed, what's greed? Like, of course, you should give everything to church, of course, everything, and to support war, for example, and to support some stupid things that you disagree. Of course, for politics and for church, it will be very useful. So I can go and I can talk without you about like every sin that is described in official books of church and of politicians who wrote them together to rule you and to make you to influence you first of all. Fish guru, that's interesting. What was interesting? Fish guru, gods to go, good luck till the next time. Fish guru, thank you so much to come to my stream. It was nice to talk with you. Yes, I also, guys, I have to go because I see you next time. The book was Meta Marina. If you could only eat one food for the rest of your life, what would it be? I don't know. I know it would be. Is it like a thin psychological question, or it's just a normal question? The book was Matter, Marina. I would eat I have such type of personality. For example, I can eat a year one type of product or several types of products, but it's not numerous. There are several type of products that I eat. Now I eat cottage cheese, hamon, and for example, I drink this. No, I have a variety of food, but I choose several I eat, and it's since my childhood. So for me, it's very easy to answer because now I'm in the era of my cottage cheese, and I eat it already since April, and. Before that, for example, for many years, I loved waffles. I couldn't live without them, and it was just my passion. But it was many, many years ago, and I love the Russian, by the way, Russian waffles. I can buy like a pack for me and to eat it for like the whole day, one pack. And I know it's sugar and not good for your health, but it's special kind. And my now of course I try to make it as healthy as possible. And even that time when I consumed waffles, I realized, and that's why I didn't do it like for a long time. But for me, it was like, wow, I think that it's perfect food, and I want nothing. And I don't like variety. For example, if I go to restaurant, I have burrata, what tartar, tuna tartar, burrata. So it's one and the same all the time. I don't like to try something new, and I don't like to if even when I try, always I want to go back to my favorite tastes. It doesn't mean that because I ate a lot in restaurants. Because when I worked in motorsport, like you eat all the time, you eat out, and you travel a lot, you eat a lot out in different countries, in different restaurants, and I tried so many food from different places that I choose something that I want to eat, and I eat. Martyr, someone that dies for their beliefs and their side of political. Yes, thank you, Martin. Ellie Alonso, I remember you. Hi, my love. It's been a little bit that I haven't seen you. Ellie, where have you been? I'm going to behave myself, like this home sitting wife who. Where have you been? Maybe with another beautiful live streamer? Hmm? Yes, I was thinking about you. Every day I was thinking about you. I thought, where is Ellie? Why he's not with me anymore? And I was looking for your name in my chat, but you were not here. So, Ellie, I'm a little bit upset, but I'm happy that you came back. So, come back and join my live streams. Not so. Because the right is using it for publicity. You mean it using what? Yes, everybody hit like and subscribe button really helps. Yeah, guys. Thank you. Thank you, Martin. Hello, what a great day. Trump is, I remember, Trump is conservative, and Charlie Kirk was wearing a steel plate which the bullet bounced off into his throat. So what? You sure steel plate? He was wearing a steel like a gilet, this gilet from metal to protect against bullets. Is it true? Is it yes? Wow. Labor. What is this? Labor is left wing also. Labor is left wing also. You mean labor is from left side? You talk about politics. Lots of people here losing their jobs over gross comments about Kirk. How? Losing their jobs over gross comments about Kirk? DX2, can you explain it to me? Brainwashed. Hello. 420 news from Great Britain. Hello. Fish Guru, Trump is definitely right, though, as he won the conservative vote by far. Not to mention his policies are right leaning. Not to mention his policy. Yes, by the way. Yes. It looks alike. I think that it's, when I'm not in this topic, like in politics, it's difficult for me to read your messages. And I know that you are people, alive people, and you are not books. I need to maybe to look somewhere carefully. DX2 and so they lucky it's only jobs they losing. So they should, Illuminati, Mark Chapman, Lennon. Lennon, his name is Mark Chapman? He was killed by Mark Chapman, or what? Fish Guru, I assure you, Charlie Kirk assisted in helping Trump win. Oh. However, Kirk said some things about Israel and made some changes to his opinions, and that may have done it. Okay. Okay, Fish Guru. Oh my god, my ears hurt, so I'm bleeding. Go away. What's wrong with you? I had, or we have one more shit consumer here. I hate admitting it, but Trump has emboldened Israel to do what they are doing, whether that was his intent or not doesn't matter. Uh-huh. I hate admitting it, but Trump has emboldened. I don't understand what's emboldened Israel to do what they are doing. So he let them to do what they are doing. To do what they are doing, whether that was his intent or not, it doesn't matter. He was the face of it, yes? Israel of the Kirk, rip hero. Did you fancy him? What do you mean? In what way? Fish, do you know anything about the Mossad? Yes, I know. I'm not a fish, but I know. Wouldn't have been done if it was them, so just anti-Semitic remark. Guys, this became difficult for me now. Um, what was the anti-Semitic? I hate admitting it, but Trump has emboldened. I just don't understand. Yeah, what they do. What they do, but they do what? Not surprised I mentioned Israel, and now someone is calling me anti-Semitic. No, but I don't understand. Unfortunately, I don't understand what you said there. What is emboldened? Do you have any furry little aliens? Yes, I have. I have my cat. So, guys, the US government bread and butter is their story works. Guys, I have to go now. 1:43, and they have so many unread messages. But, guys, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I have no time because soon we will see each other online. So come here. Don't forget, if you like my live stream, you can support it via donations. We have super chat. Thank you. Different kind of things how you can support my channel, and you can come to my live stream in several hours. So I'm going to spend time with my kids, and then I will come back to you. Kisses.